Today we're going to take a look at the Harry Potter Wizards Unite user interface, basically where you can find all the things you need to find inside of the game itself. To be clear, I am not talking about the map right now, I am talking about all of these little icons that I'm pointing out on the screen right now, what they are and what they mean, what you do with them. First of all, hello and welcome back. I have gone into the city today to play, and I was going to be here in this park that you can see on my map, but Vestro's Pride is going on right now, so there is a lot of people in that park, and above all there's a lot of loud music, and that is not good for vlogging. So yeah, I'm down here by the water instead. And like I said, we're looking at the icons today for Wizards Unite, and I'm just briefly going to go through them from top to bottom and not go into very much detail exactly what you do under each icon, because that's going to be a long video. So I'm going to go more in depth on some of these things in other videos probably, but for now, just a brief overview. And going from top to bottom, in the very top you can see a compass. That really doesn't do a lot. If you tap it, your map will automatically show you the view that it thinks it should be showing you based on where your phone is pointing. But you don't have to have that. I don't like having that. That is annoying to me. Below that you can see what weather it is. Its current weather condition is partly cloudy and it's day right here. This is not, perfect. It's not always the weather you have outside, so you should also actually look out your window and see if it's actually warm or not before you go outside and play. Under that you can see there's a little gift. That is, if there's a special offer in the store right now, you can tap that and you get to that offer eventually here, and if you're interested in that, you can buy it. Otherwise you can cancel, and then you're in Diagon Alley, which is the store, which I'm not going into now because you can also get to that from somewhere else that is always available, even if there is no special offer at the time, so ignoring that. Under that, towards the bottom, you will find your friends. This is where you can see all of your friends, and you can see what they last returned and when they last played, and you can also add friends, which either you can do by sharing your own code with your friends, or if they've shared their code with you, then you can just add in their code here and send an invitation, and then they accept it and you'll be friends. Friends are not overly important in Wizards Unite right now unless you play with them, because you get extra XP and some extra stuff when you challenge fortresses with your friends. But of course you can still be friends with people that you don't meet. I'm friends with most of the WUtubers, and I mean, it's going to be quite a while before we actually get to play together, but it's still fun to see them here, still fun to see what they're up to. So yeah, but purely speaking, for the sake of the game, it is most important that you're friends with the people that you play with on a day-to-day basis. That was a brief tangent. Anyway, under friends you will find your own picture, and if you tap that, you get to your ministry ID, where you can change that picture and you can add profession, and you can add your wand and some wizarding achievements and titles and things like that. Not going in too far into this either, but go in and play around with it. It can be quite fun, especially the taking pictures and making a good profile picture for your ministry ID. A profile picture, by the way, that is not visible to anyone except you. So that's something to keep in mind. Some people think that's a good thing, some people think it's a bad thing. It's just the way it is. This is of course also where you choose your Hogwarts house, which is also not technically important for the gameplay. No one else can see it either, except if you go in and look at your friends. You can see here, for example, that Matilda is also a Ravenclaw. Music stopped for a little while, so I went to the park anyway, and we're moving on. And we're going down here to the lower right corner first, because I want to take the most complicated thing, which is the suitcase, last. And I hope you can hear me over the birds and the traffic and everything else. The music apparently wasn't the only problem here. Anyway, going here, this is where you can find your daily assignments, for example, which resets at midnight every day. And so you want to do all these things: return 10 foundables, dine it in 2 times, and so on every day to get a few rewards. I have not collected my reward for completing a wizarding challenge yet, so I'm going to do that and get 2 coins. And also going to go up here and collect for completing all the tasks for the day, so that I don't forget to do that. Also, if you find here, you will find the daily treasure. This is something that you get just for for logging in once every day in the month. So there is one thing for every day in the month, and you will get the next thing. Even if you miss one day, if I don't log in tomorrow, I will still get the 30 coins that I get for the day on Sunday. Does that make sense? If you don't log in one day, you don't miss that particular thing. Instead, you will miss the last thing, because there's one of these for every day in the month. And if you log in every day in the month, you will get all of these things. If you miss one day, you will miss the last one. If you miss 2 days, you will miss the last 2, and so on. And you don't have to do anything other than log in to get this reward. Anyway, you see down here in the bottom, I am now on the daily. There is also special, which is special assignments, which is... I've started playing music again. I hope you can't hear that too much. Special assignments, these are events. You can see that in 5 days and 4 hours, a brilliant event, Fantastic Flora and Fauna, will start. And when that starts, you will start seeing the things that you have to do. And it'll be similar things to the daily assignments, dining at inns, returning foundables, battling in fortresses, and so on. And you will get different rewards, and usually better rewards for the event challenges than for the daily ones. But this one is really only active when there is an event going on, otherwise there's nothing to see here. And then we go on to achievements. Yes, we do. And this is more lifetime achievements. It doesn't matter when you do these things. You can see I have a fair few things to collect here. And it's basically, I have 5 friends in my friends list. I can collect that. I get some coins for that. And you can just go in and collect this whenever you end up having completed it. And you see that there are different colors. It's bronze and silver and gold. And it's basically, as here I have a bronze one, open 10 Portkeys. When I collect that, that one will go on to be, let's see if I can see that again. Portkeys. Yes, this is the same one. This is now open 100 Portkeys to get to the gold level, which is then, I don't know, 200 Portkeys, 500, something like that, to collect the gold reward. So yeah, go in here every once in a while and check if you've collected anything, and of course there will be a red dot if you have something to collect. Next one is the SOS assignments, and this is just another type of assignment. Unfortunately, I've already collected this one, but when you have done these things, when I have recovered the London Fine Transcript mystery object, traffic, didn't think of traffic. When I have recovered the London 5 transcript mystery object, I can collect that, and then I will get a little bit of dialogue from Constance Pickering or from other people that will just give you a little bit of tidbit in the game. I think this is where we're told why the Foundables are called Foundables, and so on. So it's kind of fun, and again, gives you rewards, gives you some XP, gives you some coins and other stuff. But yes, those are different assignments that you have, and it's basically do something in the game, get a reward. So now let's move on to the most complicated icon, which is the Suitcase, which is down here. And confusingly enough, this is where you get to see how much you've leveled up, because as you can see here in the bottom left one, you can also see that little ring that tells you that I am very close to leveling up. But if you click on that in the bottom corner, you won't see how close you are to leveling up. That is in the Suitcase. That's a bit weird, but that's how it is. So in the Suitcase, I am again going to go from the top to the bottom, and up here in the top left you can see the settings, and this is where you can change the language, and you can turn on and off the music and vibrations and all of that stuff. Not going into too much detail on this. If you want a video about the settings and what you can do there, let me know in the comments. Here in the settings is also where you can get to help and legal, which is where you can sign out, you can see which version of the app you're on, and contact support and things like that. And then we get up here to the right, where you find Diagon Alley. So this is where you can always find Diagon Alley. And you've seen this icon before. There are some other places in the game where you can see the little shopping cart, which takes you to Diagon Alley. And basically this is where you can buy stuff and increase your storage space and things like that, vault extensions, and you can also buy coins here. If you don't feel like you have enough coins, you can buy coins with real money. Not going too much into that either. Back to the vault. The vault is also where you can see how much energy you have. You can see that I have 126 out of 125. Yes, I have bought more energy space because I felt like I needed that. You can also see how many coins you have. Otherwise, the first place you get to in the vault is your potion storage. You can see how many potions you have. They count it down to something, I don't know what. You can also click on them to find out what they're for, and if you want to, you can remove potions. If you go to the next tab here, that is where you find your ingredients, and this is the thing that is always full for me. But this is where you can see which ingredients you have, how many of each, and you can go in, see what they're used for, and again, remove ingredients if you have too many of them, which you will always have too many of some ingredients, I promise you that. Next is utility, where at least you can never have too many of these. You will never have to remove any of these because there's no limit to how many you can have. And you can't even remove these. Now, why would you need to? Unless you feel like they're too ugly and you don't want to see them and you also don't want to use them, but better to just use them. So this is where you find spellbooks and scrolls and the silver keys that you walk Portkeys with, and dark detectors, which you can attach to inns to get more encounters there. Next is Runestones. Again, you can never have too many Runestones. And yeah, that's just Runestones. They're useful for wizarding challenges, which I'm also going to talk about in some video or other, I promise. After that is Seeds and Water, which is also always full. And these are things you need to grow things in greenhouses. And again, gonna talk about that more in depth later. And just like with ingredients or anything else, if you click on info here and manage, you can remove stuff. If you feel like you're never going to grow any bitter roots, you can just remove that. Or, which is maybe better, just plant it for someone else to get. But that's up to you. And down here you can get between the vault and Diagon Alley, if you feel like you need that. So yeah, I already talked about the vault. I wasn't actually intending to do that. I was going to talk about potions first, but you've learned about the vault now, so let's learn about potions. I'm gonna go see if there's somewhere else I can sit where they don't sing. So, I talked about the vault already, which I wasn't actually intending to do, but it tricked me. So I've talked about the vault, let's talk about potions, which is not where you go to see what potions you have. It is where you go to make potions. So when you get here the first time, you will find all of these 4 spots empty, and you will find a plus in one of them, and you will click that and you will get to a view that I can't show you right now. I'm gonna waste some coins on this and finish this potion just so I can show you that view. Yes. Okay, so you click on this plus here and you get to this view, where you can decide which potion you want to brew. And that's basically that. What you can see here under each potion is how many of them you already have in your inventory. So you can see that maybe I don't need much more brain elixir because I have 16 of them. I only have 1 invigoration draught, and so on. And you can see these green numbers is how many of these ingredients you have and how many you need for this potion. And if the number is instead red, which none of mine are, but if it's red, you don't have enough of that ingredient, so you can't brew it. You can buy that ingredient, win some coins, but you probably don't need to do that. So I am going to brew myself some strong Extimulu potion, however that's pronounced. So you just click brew and it gets added to the queue. You have 2 cauldrons after a certain level. I don't remember which one. You can get this one, but that you have to rent this cauldron, and it'll cost you coins, and I accidentally did that now, so that's good. So I have 3 hours on this, so I guess I should just brew something that will take less than 3 hours, and it's a little bit faster to brew potions in this rented cauldron than it is in the normal one. It's still probably not worth it. I didn't intend to do this, but apparently you don't get a "are you sure you want to do this?" So that is good to know. I guess I'm gonna go with the invigoration draft because that's the one that gives me the most use out of this cauldron. So I guess we're brewing that now. Anyway, I'm gonna do a different video on potion makings too, but here you can also see the recipes, all the potions that you can make, and what you need for each of these potions. But yes, that is the potions. We've done the vault. Well, let's go to the registry. Again, not going super deep into this, but this is where you can see this. I'm ranking up. This is where you can see which foundables you have found and gotten back to the ministry. Woohoo! I got some stuff. Let's see here, for example, I can place the sticker of the unicorn baby, because I've done that. I've got this too. Woohoo! And this is now I can prestige this page, which yeah, basically what it says here, you get more XP, but these also reset, so I'm not going to do that now, because for the event that takes place tomorrow, that's already taken place by the time this video goes up, I actually rather have it like this. But this is the exploration. These are the foundables that you will find out and about and bring back. And here we have challenges, which is foundables that you will get from visiting challenges. And this is mysteries. These are mystery objects. These are important for the story. So these, and this, when you get this up, take a screenshot, because you can't view this again. I'm not going to tell you what this is, because I'm not doing any spoilers for the story on this channel. But I'm clicking next, and now I'm getting some dialogue, and this you cannot view again. And then we have events, and this is the registry for the foundables that you can only find during events. I don't have any, because there have been no events yet as of my filming this. I was also going to say, in the registry you have these different categories up here. I'm now at Care of Magical Creatures, and there's Dark Arts and Hogwarts School and so on. So those are the different families of foundables. So that was the registry, and we're moving on to profession. As you can see here, I am a professor. Haven't gotten very far in the profession yet, but I'm also not going into details about this, because this I don't fully understand yet. But you can see your stats here, and you can also, if you want to change profession, this is where you can do that. If I want to be a Magisologist or an Auror instead, but I don't. And this is where you find the skill tree, Principles of Professorship, where you can gain more skills as your chosen profession. Again, not going into details, you click on these, and let's find someone that I haven't actually done. You click on this, and I click upgrade if I want to upgrade this particular part of the tree. I haven't decided where I'm going to go next with the 16 scrolls that I have now, so I'm not going to do that now. And then we move on to Portkeys, which is fairly simple. I have a fair few Portkeys ready here, but this is where you'll find your Portkeys. This is where you can start walking them. You click on one that you haven't walked yet, and you click to use a key. I'm not going to do that, because I don't want to use a silver key for a 2-kilometer portmanteau. I'm never going to learn to pronounce that. I'm really sorry on that. And this is also where you go if you want to open your Portkeys, which also I am not going to do now, because I don't need to do that now. Is there anything that I didn't cover that you would like me to cover? Is there anything that you are still wondering about, that you still have questions about? Then please let me know in the comments, and I will answer you if I can. And I will do a video on most of the things, some of the things that enough people seem to wonder about. Or maybe I'll just do a video about all of it. Who knows? I haven't decided yet. And I really hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. And I am going to cover all of the Wizards Unite basics and advanced stuff eventually as well in future videos. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you see when I upload things. With that, I'm gonna go find something to eat, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!